Morning. They've driven here from all across the eastern United States, parked their cars as much as 4 miles away, and walked into this great stadium, this 160,000 seat facility with its high banks and concrete corners that'll challenge drivers today. Budweiser, official beer of NASCAR, proud sponsor of the Bud Pole Award, given to the fastest qualifier at each Winston Cup race. Flying Ryan Newman gets his second one this season to lead all drivers since 1979. Anheuser-Busch has awarded more than $8 million as title sponsor of NASCAR's Pole Award program. Here's how they'll line up today. It's Newman alongside the prior track record holder, Jeff Gordon. Newman, first driver to tour this track in under 15 seconds. Row 2, Kenny Schrader. Big pleasant surprise, and Rusty Wallace, the winningest active driver here. Bill Elliott and Mike Skinner, two veterans, either one of whom could wind up in victory lane today. Jimmy Spencer, a big 7 for number 7, and driver 8, position 8. Kurt Busch, after last week's close finish, is 9th, and Tony Stewart, one of today's favorites, is 10th. Darrell Waltrip joins us in the booth as you look at the rest of the grid, and we get set to go on a place where you have won 12 times. There's got to be a secret to this. Tell me.
Well, it's to maintain your cool as long as you can. You know you're going to lose it sometime. Just try to maintain it as long as you can. I would talk to a driver, but the pace laps here go by so quickly, and there's so little time. As I've said many a time, hey, guys, I'm not doing a radio show out here, so I got no time to talk.
Right now, the field is broke up into 2 groups. They're trying to get that ever-important pit road speed of 30 miles per hour. We only have one car that has to drop to the rear of the field. Jamie McMurray, he qualified 26th. They wrecked in practice before qualifying, but because they actually changed engines after qualifying, they have to go to the rear of the field. 45 cars were here, 43 starts the race, 2 went home.
That would be Larry Foyt, would be one, and I'm right on top of the other. Help me.
The thing about the start, Mike, is it's always so treacherous. What you try to do is cut a deal with the guy on the inside. Please let me down in front of you.
Right. Herbie Sadler with the Universities of the state of Virginia. Chevy was the other driver who failed to qualify for today's race.
You want to get single file here as quickly as possible. That's the safest thing. But this track's a lot better today, Larry, than it was yesterday, because the Busch race really added almost another groove up there.
And it's a little cloudier today. The track should have maybe a little more grip to it. That sun's not beating down on it.
Dick Berggren from Speedway Illustrated.
By the time this contest is ended, every single car in the field will be scarred from contact with the wall and other cars. The big deal, keep the wheels pointing straight. Matt Yoakum.
Dick, in the last 2 years, Elliott Sadler and Kurt Busch used this event to score their first career Winston Cup victory. Today, Dave Blaney hopes to make it 3 in a row. He's got the Booty Barker advantage. Last year in Busch Series action here at Bristol, Booty's cars finished 2nd and 3rd. The only problem for Blaney, traffic. He starts all the way back in 31st. The Genie's Alaska.
Well, usually a crew chief will tell you each week that he expects to win the race. Chad Canals going with a different psychology. Jimmy Johnson's crew chief is saying we expect to finish 43rd. This way, the way this track is, anything better than that will be a win. By the way, Jeff and Larry, he has said anytime during the race, if you guys want to come down and take his place on the box, you are welcome to it so he can avoid the Bristol headache. Steve?
Well, Genie, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has never won here at Bristol, but a year ago he finished 3rd and 4th. This morning, the boys atop this pit box assured me that they figured something out that's going to get Jr. into victory lane for the first time here at Bristol. Mike?
He'll have lots of competition getting there. 500 laps. 43 cars start, same as yesterday, but yesterday half the field wasn't running at the checkered flag. They were wrecked.
See the pit window there, 150 to 160 laps for tires or fuel. Track position more important here than fresh tires.
Pass them in the pits. That's the safest place.
Well, let me tell you what I want you to do, DW, what I want you to do every week. Reach your back, pull them belts tight one more time for me.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm pumped. Coming down. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. Dude, that outside groove looks pretty good right there.
fighting on the first lap like it was the last lap.
Well, I think Newman was probably surprised. He had the position, and he had the line, and the car broke loose with him as it came off the corner, and that car looks like it's real loose.
He cannot turn it to the bottom of the racetrack. His teammate Rusty Wallace takes second after starting fourth with that brand new race car, and Schrader in the 49s back and forth.
And it can be air pressure. You know, you start the tires really low here because you're going to get a lot of buildup, and that doesn't always feel real good for the first 5 or 6 laps.
Here comes Stewart on the outside.
Got trouble down in 1 and 2. Kyle Petty in the 45. No caution just yet. Now the caution is out. He's trying to get going before the leaders come around and put him a lap down. He'll make it too.
Same as yesterday. First caution of the day, lap 3.
For Jeff Gordon in that 24 car, he had jumped out to quite a lead. Let's look at the replay of Kyle's wreck down in 1 and 2.
He and Robbie Gordon might have gotten together there.
That's just casual contact here. That's 2 cars kind of fighting for the same place. Try to get to the bottom. You turn down a little early, and the guy didn't give you enough room. You're going to touch. You touch here, the cars are really light entering the corners. See everybody kind of trying to, you see Kyle trying to get down in front of Robbie. You always think early in the race, this is what you're thinking, that guy will give me a break. So early in the race, he'll give me a break. You can't give a guy a break.
Ricky Rudd got a break because Kenny Wallace, who you're riding with, didn't run right over top of him right here.
Well, he did bump into him, and that's the other thing you worry about all day long is you see the wreck. You get on the brakes, the guy behind you runs over you.
From Ricky Rudd.
Wait, now go.
I mean, if you notice that shot right there, and we'll probably see it again here, the 31 just barely gets into Kyle. It don't take much to send you around here, Darrell. You're running around a half-mile racetrack at over 120-something miles an hour.
Like we said, you start the tires really low. Therefore, the cars are a little bit too loose on the first few laps. Got to give those tire pressures time to come up. If you get bumped, you're already loose, you get spun out.
NASCAR has cautioned the 31 team. Robbie Gordon.
Let's keep a list. Because the line at the big red truck, when this is over with, they'll probably be there for a couple hours. Take a ticket, take a seat.
Jeff Gordon has led all 5 laps. Pole sitter Ryan Newman in 3rd.
Now, I'm going to show you a problem this early in the race when everybody's still on the lead lap. 43 cars at a half-mile racetrack. I mean, right here is the start-finish line. Here's the lead cars right here. Look at the tail end of the field. They are almost 3/4 of a lap down.